Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. This is your Inept General, and welcome to part 16 of our Norsca campaign playthrough. We're doing pretty well. We are engaging on the last couple of our hunts here. Let's get this one going. Forest Dragon. With any character to the Waterfall Palace. Okay, we have our two armies here. We could do this. Alright. We have to wait till next turn though, so let's end this turn. Alright, block magic. Not too bothered about that. Let's have you guys just get another fight under your belts. It's not much. It's better than nothing. Do you guys all have a full retinue of actual support here? Yeah. There you go, take that. Can you keep moving past? Yes. Let's move you to Paravon. You two, get down there to Paravon. We'll go to the Waterfall Palace together. What's the army like at Paravon? Not great, not terrible. With these two armies, we should be able to take it if it comes down to a fight. Ulfric's been trying for ages to get across this bloody ocean. Alright, let's have a look at this army. A lot of gunners. Wow. And a lot of mortars. Now, what does the battle map look like here? That's what I'm looking for. If there's woods, I might try it. There are woods, but not nearly enough. I mean, the great swords, these Empire Knights, we could decimate them. What I'm afraid of is even Wulfric can't take that amount of sustained fire from mortars and from handgunners. I mean, if we build enough of these, get enough guys up on the wall, but they have, okay, a lot of spearmen. We chew through them. Some great swords. We sent in the mammoths at the gate. I mean, we could do this. It's going to be cheesy. Okay, guys, I apologize in advance. We're going to do a cheesy battle here. But it's all I can think to really do here to make this actually half successful. So we're going to give this a go. So here we are, ladies and gentlemen, at the Siege of Miragliano. We have our sacrificial unit here up front of the Marauder Champions, because we only have Marauder Champions in the army. The rest of the army is hiding in this bushel of trees here. There they all are, as you can see. And we have our cavalry and all the things that can't hide just lined up behind the cannons, while the sacrificial unit do their work, and the cannons take out this one tower that has us all in range. So let's just zoom in here a little bit. And the two mortars in the tower doing their job, firing out deadly barrage. The trees are blocking it a little bit, but the Marauder champions are taking a lot of punishment. Also at this point being targeted by magic. With the fireball coming in. Oh lord, no, boys. And another one. But I'm actually okay with the, with not the Empire, with Tilia using up all their magic. Now, hopefully one day we will see Tilia represented by a more accurate army, but at the moment it's just an Empire army. I am doing a series on the Dogs of War army, which are concerned a lot about Tilia and its surrounding area. Now, I think we're readjusting the cannons now to take out the second tower. God, this is such a great unit, apart from the, obviously, the horrible testicles at the back end of them. I meant more the Norscan unit of 4 bloody hell cannons all coming in. They are just smacking down this tower. Fireballs still going in on this poor unit of Marauders. Shields up, lad! Shields up! Ugh. And another one. This must be all of their winds of magic, though, so I'm actually okay with this. No, lads, brace yourselves. Oh. 3 of them, or 4 of them. I think he was one of them. He just got pushed aside. Reform, lads. Don't think those shields are going to help much. Indeed, Slanesh does. This must be nearly gone. Let's take a look at it. Oh, there we go. Gone. So 2 towers down. This is the cheesiest way to do a siege in Total War Warhammer 1. But there we go. Now we're kind of moving across. Try and get a better angle. Again, the sacrifice there, and this time we're just keeping them there for those fireballs coming in case those wizards get any more ideas, and which they indeed do. And here comes another batch of fireballs. Get them! Oh no! Oh, you poor, poor gits. And another fireball. But we are looking to take out that 3rd tower. I think that's a bit greedy on our part, but there we are. We're going for it. Oh. Run away, lads. I think we were just trying to dodge it there, but we weren't doing a particularly good job. We still have a lot of ammo left, having for taking out 2 towers, to be fair. And these Empire troops still just like, what are they doing? They're taking out our towers, but they do not come. Here's a wizard who's giving us all those bloody fireballs. Looking pretty cool, actually, with a sort of bleach blonde instead of the normal orange, fiery orange, as it were. You can do anything else, Fire Wizard? And that's the 3rd tower down. So now we're readjusting the cannon. And I think now we start... Sorry, guys, this isn't the most interesting siege. More of just trying to minimize our casualties versus this huge army. I think now we maybe start taking shots manually from the cannon, unless I'm mistaken, if I remember rightly. Let's see where this goes. No, these are automatic shots. For some reason, they seem to be targeting the wizard, which is a terrible waste. Oh, now we're going for the wall. That's what we're doing. Let's see the health on the wall. 33%, 39, 44. And here's their other wizard. That's why we're getting 75. Oh, got hit. He's alright. They're moving out the way. %. Next hit does it. Now the cannon's on the move again. Still a lot of ammunition left. Not even half their ammunition gone. They've taken out, what, 3 towers and the wall? Alright, this is causing some damage now. But I think we're actually targeting this wall again. Unless I'm mistaken. Oh no, maybe not. Maybe we are actually targeting troops now. Or the wall? I'm not 100% sure. God, look at this carnage. Torsos everywhere. Oh, God. And the wizard right in the middle of all of it. Oh, he lost his arm. Just mangled corpses everywhere. That bit of the wall goes down. We must have sent our mage up, who somehow... Oh no, they're sending their mage to try and attack ours with that vortex. We put our own vortex in behind, and this is how you do it. Oh yeah, with our magic ability from the hunt, for the Flock of Doom as well. Just doing damage. And in goes our Skin Wolf. Or our Workin, sorry. He's having a great time. This vortex still going. Taking so many halberdiers. Oh, coming back across the whole line. My God. Move, lads, move! No! Ah! That would be terrifying. Look at this! My God. And their own mortars now killing a lot of their troops. I think we've got Wulfric still on the other side of this wall. No, we have him somewhere. Yeah, there he is. On foot, as the usual. Now, our wizard here, with that spell, 175 kills. The Skin Wolf's in there taking a lot, but he can regen, so I'm not too worried about him. But all this mortar fire is just decimating their own defenses. Now they're tempted to send spears around this side to try and deal with Wulfric, but he's happy. He's happy to deal with that and this Empire Captain. I think that's an Empire Captain. Oh no, that's their general. He's happy to deal with their general. Come out and meet Wulfric. Flock of Doom on this pile of gunners here, and the boat from Wulfric. And another... Oh, I think that's our lightning one that we got again from one of our hunt items. Just decimating. Absolute... Oh my... This is a horrific siege going on here. Another flame vortex in behind to try and deal with all those gunners and things. Gonna take up these great swords. Oh, God, lads. Run away! Don't run into the flames, boys. How are our heroes getting on? Health-wise, the Workin's in a bit of trouble. Wulfric's still outside. He ends up going round... He's going round this wall here instead of the usual way, leaving our wizard here to deal with some spears. But he's okay doing that, I think, for the most part. This vortex still going. Nearly decimating that Empire captain. Flock of Doom again from the magical item. My god. This is a massacre. Pulling out the Skin Wolf there because he was getting a bit beat up. And these mortars must be doing huge amounts of damage to their own troops, with us only having Wolfric on foot and working in here. How's our wizard getting on the other side? Yeah, perfectly happy to take on 2 spearmen at a time. Not touching him, they're gonna die. Then Wolfric just versus all these heroes down here. Let's get in on this action. I like that he's as tall as a man on a horse. A regular human on a horse, Wolfric is nearly as tall as him. Oh! Direct mortar strike on that poor horse. Some missiles coming. Oh, some spears going in to help out their boss. Oh, God. Friendly missile fire. Just devastating these remaining halberds. Oh, God, lads. It's like you're aiming for them. Wolfric freezes this wizard so he can just finish him off. And I think he does there. Is that wizard dead? Yeah, wizard dead. This is a very brave, bright wizard here. And again, their own mortars just absolutely devastating their numbers. Over here, they still have a lot to go, guys. I mean, we're not nearly done yet. Look at all that. And all that mortar fire is coming from all of these. Let's go over here and have a look at what they actually had. So how many mortars? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mortar teams have been absolutely destroying their own troops. Here comes another unit of spears in to help stem the tide. Against Wolfric. It's very hard to hit one man. And we do have Wolfric's own vortex going off there. And their own mortar fire. Just look at that. 1 vortex, 2 mortar fires coming in, destroying that fresh unit of spears. Another unit of halberds for the meat grinder. Now Wolfric at this stage is on how many kills? Where are you, buddy? 111, 112. Our wizard, I hate to guess what he was on. 260. And their mortar again, just doing half the work for us. And another flock of doom from the wizard, just to help us out a little bit. Their wizard might die to that. No, not quite. Wolfric's giving chase. Oh, and they're shattered. Is that the whole army shattered? No, just that wizard. Oh no, a lot of troops shattered there, and another wizard dead. Another one of our vortexes going off over here, just chasing down a unit of gunners. So at this point, I think Wolfric's going to go up top, finish off these great swords. Who, although not huge, if we decided to charge in the rest of our army, would slow us down enough that their mortars would prove hugely effective. So Wolfric's just finishing off while it can, and we're expecting some mortars to help us out here in a little bit. Here it comes. Oh, not quite. They'll hit those great swords eventually. Oh, where's Wolfric going now? Oh, just to kill that one guy on the other side. God. There we go. That's what we are waiting for. Direct mortar strike on the enemy. With a shield bash, that guy's head fell off. Wolfric going back downstairs to deal with the halberds. direct hit on him with the mortar, but still killed more halberds than you did of Wulfric. Shield up. Wulfric continues his march of slaughter. He's actually trying to take shelter from these missiles over here, which are a lot. Several units of handgunners will do a lot of damage to Wulfric. But lucky, oh, are we going to get a vortex in here? The wizard helping out yet again. Although it didn't quite go the direction we would have liked. Kind of carving straight into this building. But it does come out the other side. Perfectly, actually. Look at that. And then Wulfric's own one, just to help out and just to cause extra chaos. No, yeah, that's one decimated unit of handgunners. Another two now just fighting Wulfric in hand-to-hand, which is the worst way they could have dealt with this whole situation. Wulfric's vortex still coming around, taking more lives. Now Wulfric at this stage, 248, not bad. Now waiting for the mortars to help us out a little bit. Maybe they don't have a shot, so they can't take it. And this will be the lightning, I think, calling down the lightning. It takes a while, but here it comes. And then the mortars come to help us out as well. Oh, you silly Tillians. Oh, God, you're just massacring your own troops, Tillia. You maniacs. Wulfric just calmly with his shield up. Just potters across here again. Takes a bit of shelter. At this time, I think I'm just like, oh, Wulfric's just having fun. Let's see if he can do this by himself with the help of the wizard. Now you can see over here, our Skin Wolf's regenerated quite a lot of his health. The wizard, let's have a look at what this monster's on. 302. Wulfric's suffering a little bit. Can he regenerate? Is he regenerating? No. Could he have? Yeah, but he's reused all of his regeneration. Taking a bit more shelter because we've got these returning handgunners that we decimated earlier. Now we still do have knights, pistoliers back here, great swords, two fresh units of halberds. A unit of swordsmen, 2 fresh units of swordsmen. So still a lot of slaughter to go in this battle. But Wulfric's just biding his time. Now, have I started to move anything else in yet? No. Wulfric just trying to goad those handgunners into hand-to-hand combat yet again. Oh, and the Hell Cannon got an angle there. Did we move them? No, just the lucky angle there, just through the gap in the wall. Decided to take advantage. Another unit shattered. Here come another unit of very brave handgunners charging into Wulfric. Only to have their heads lopped off. Yes, the gods have abandoned you. Wulfric giving chase. And he's like, no, I'm going to think better of that. Hell Cannon again getting a good angle. Trying to take advantage of it. Now the Hell Cannon spotted these great swords at the edge of their range. hear them, but I'm not sure where the shots are going. Oh, it's the mortars I can hear, not the cannon. Wolfric just taking shelter from the mortar fire while we move the cannon into a better position to start firing straight into this body here. The cannon itself, I don't think will have a huge amount of kills. Still not bad, 272. Oh, sorry about that, guys. So cannon in position. About to lay open a can of whoop ass. So we can't fast forward this a little bit. Not 100% sure what we're doing here. Oh, here we go. We're waiting for the mammoths to come in. So let's keep fast forwarding. I think Wolfric's just hiding out. Yeah, he's hidden. We sent our wizard in. Oh. We're missing out on all kinds of magic. Sent our wizard in. Flame Vortex. Flock of Doom. Just in the heart of these troops here. Try and cause as much damage as possible. Charged them in. Probably a bit overzealous on our part there, as he promptly surrounded by Empire Knights. But now just trying to get him out of the trouble with the Hell Cannon finally getting in position to fire into this massive clump here. Laying down direct. Oh, here we go. Oh, Hell Cannon just straight into this clump of troops. As the wizard's still trying to escape after his very overzealous charge. Here comes Soul Crusher. Wizard's in a bit of trouble, but Soul Crusher's going to get there in time. And just Soul Crusher arriving before can really get stuck in. Everything is like, we are not having any of that mammoth action, and shatters. So that's the end of the battle, guys, really. Soul Crusher coming in with his buddy. Let's go to the battle results screen. Well, that was all kinds of odd, curious fun. 326 for our sorcerer. That might be the highest I've ever seen on a sorcerer. Just great storm spells. Almost got caught out at the end there unnecessarily, which would have been a huge shame. The cannon, 424. Just huge hits. We did some manual aiming there for a bit, which got us a lot. We just let it go off the hook at the end when there was that big blob of them. 318 from Wolfric himself on foot without Mammoth. That's pretty impressive as well. 19 for the hero, but you know what, can't ask for everything. And the rest of it, I would love to know, if only friendly fire was something that was counted, what the friendly fire kill ratio on those mortars was. Because I guarantee, even if you add up, these are huge kills, 600 and a bit, and then that's maybe 1,000. This is another 500, 600, 700 that they kind of killed just through their own sheer ridiculousness with all their mortars firing at everything, and us just having the one-man Wolfric there and him just being surrounded and getting absolutely battered by those mortars. All in all, fun battle, silly AI just murdering itself horrifically. We managed to minimize the impact those Thunderers had. They did do a lot of shooting at our hero, but he managed to regen all the way back up to full health, it looks like, when he left him outside. Didn't really need anybody else. Now, we were a little bit cheesy. I do have to apologize for that. But it was the only way, I think in a straight fight, if we'd gone for the walls, just with the amount of damage that mortar could have done to us, would have absolutely devastated us. And look how much damage it did to itself just with all of those mortars. So that's fantastic to have. Why they all broke at first glance of the Mammoth is, I mean, I know they'd suffered heavy losses, but the fact that they all broke as soon as the Mammoth just made it into the square was a bit weird. I think they could have held on for a little bit longer, allowed us to get our kills up a little bit with the Mammoths at least. That one charge he got off, 23 kills, that's not too bad. We did, these guys I think need like some kind of notable mention, because we did send them out front and they got absolutely pummeled at the beginning. All of those winds of magic being used up by the mages, just firing fireballs, the mortars, everything else, or not the mortars, the walls, everything else, just absolutely devastating them. $40,000. Oh, that's so tempting. We've got to go for the 40,000, right? I have to. That's just too much.
My challenge, undeniable. I'll see it.
And we'll raid. They do still have their walls, but we did bust their walls down pretty well. We will take it next turn. I generally just thought they were sitting there confidently. Didn't think they could be taken. And that allows Wolfric to actually march on these dwarves. And even the wood elves to a certain extent. Did they have Zarek Zil down here? Ooh. There's a full Border Prince army. Barrack Var's defenses are still pretty solid, but if Barrack Var's unguarded... But it doesn't matter at this point. All we needed Barrack Var for was so we could get an outpost. Oh, hello. A little dwarven army. We can eat them happily. Actually, what I want to do, hold on. We're going to double move here because we have a chance to, if we can get close enough, we have a chance to intercept. And that's kind of what we want. We don't want to get close enough so that if they attack us, they get reinforcements from Akendorf. Actually, Akendorf doesn't have much, so yeah, we don't care. We're going to go in here. Oh, actually, maybe that was a mistake. Just move far away enough that they can't quite reinforce if these guys decide to get all uppity about it as well. But we just want to be able to intercept if they take the dwarven passages underground. You're fine where you are. You're still trying to rejoin these guys down in the south. Just keep doing it. You lads have moved. I think that's about it, really. The mage and the guy sitting there. Alright, let's end the turn. Where are you trying to get for the mission? For the hunt? The Waterfall Palace. Oh, they just moved. Okay, scaredy little dwarves. Ooh, a couple of greenskins coming up to warm them up. Stalia's conquered almost the entirety of what was once Bretonia. They're aggressive. They're expanding quite aggressively. No. What are these two doing?
Yes?
Generally, I have no idea. Alright.
No, I will not shame my clan.
We have a lot of cash.
To the four corners. Who's next?
Alright, Wolfric.
Done and done.
There's no way we lose the mage. I'm gonna auto-resolve this. Oof. I was very scared we were gonna lose a unit there. We are going to establish an outpost. And that unlocks one of the technologies which will be ready for us to research in 2 turns. Let's get a wall up, please. Public order building as well. Yeah.
Where's my next quarry?
Just a couple turns to refresh the whole army. Excellent.
Trolls, I'll have a crack. I got it.
Nicely done, Throg.
No stopping me. Lord of the monster horde. I will not.
I don't know what these dwarves are gonna do. Where are my greenskins? We're still allies, right? Why can't I see any of your armies? Why can't I see any of your territory?
Come for Grimgor's mercy.
11th. Have you dropped again? Okay, we're continuing to improve. Now I guess we could. Let's get to the water palace, all right? Let's try and get that fight on that hunt underway.
My challenge? Undeniable. I am the one.
That's not you. You'll find where you are. You two are trying to move. Should we try and take Paravon?
The tribe consents. Decamping. Despoil and
Why not, eh?
Understood. All will perish.
We'll build that.
At last.
Let's do a lot of building. We never really went crazy for building these things, did we? I guess we never really needed it once public order was under control. What did we build here? What are you? The flying monsters. We have a monster film. We already built that. Guess we build this? Well, we have the monster thing already. So why not? We'll go crazy. Spend money like it's nobody's business. What should we build here? Anything would be a waste, really. Because you have 0 recruitment buildings. I suppose we could recruit Pharaoh Mammoths, but that's a bit pointless. No, we're just going to leave that blank. Make you hardy, just for the sake of it. Alright, let's keep this train rolling. So what we think, okay, we get to Water Palace, we take Paravon next turn, we get to the Water Palace. And there'll be a hunt around there. I guess we'd let Wulfric do the hunt. Oh, the dwarves are destroying my Savage Orc vassals. I'm not happy about that.
A negotiation. How about this? I let you talk, then we do.
I'm not going to take you anytime soon, and I've destroyed your village, so I guess we could make peace with you. And I have no real reason to be at war. Oh, you want me to pay you? Oh no, I'll receive 500. No, you're fine. You're fine, dwarves. You're fine. Oh no, please don't take that. Silly border princes.
I travel the world seeking jewels. The beastmen can share the world's despoilment.
What do you guys want? You want 1,000 for a non-aggression pack? Bugger off. What are these armies doing?
Take what's theirs.
Oh, beastmen, you son... What?
Tribesmen, gather.
What is happening?
All will perish. Overrun the world.
Nice. Trickster Helm.
Speak. Despoil and ravage.
Let's get this mage some handy stuff. That's all too good for you, kind of. Yeah, here we go. Warrior's Bane. Sure. Take that. What do you reckon? Let's go for glittering scales. No, don't want to give you the Arachnarok egg. That's a bit over the top for you. Bound spell Fireball would be pretty handy. Let's get you all the fun raiding stuff.
Enslave the Southerners.
Full stack of wood elves.
Overrun the world.
I don't think they'll attack us. We will take attrition.
This way.
Unless we raid? Is that right? We can still raid, I think. Oh, we actually maybe don't need to. Raise or sack what? Just one settlement anywhere? You've arrived at the forest, and now must plan a way to draw the monster out of its hiding place. Knowing that there is often strong bonds between forest dragons and the glade lords of the wood elves, your next course of action seems clear. If you cause enough damage to the wood elves' dwellings, their monstrous serpentine ally may show up to aid them. Even if it doesn't, at least you'll get the opportunity to pillage the dwellings of the estranged forest people. But now, see, this says just raise or sack the following number of settlements. It doesn't actually say a wood elf settlement. I'm guessing it has to be a wood elf settlement, but it doesn't say it.
The tribe consents.
We'll raid here.
Thirsty. Decamping.
You go over here. Oh.
In agreement.
Oh no, you still take attrition. Okay.
The tribe consents.
So I'll just move you to this side.
The eagle guides me.
You can raid on this
Have
side.
my favor.
Don't like that there's full army there. There's a lot of Glade Wild Riders even. There's no Durfu at least. God knows where Orion and Durfu are though, to be fair. It might have to be the Waterfall Palace that we fight. War Dancers. I mean, we have enough anti-large to deal with Glade Riders, I think. Wild Riders, even. Yeah, between the two armies.
Where's my next quarry?
Wolfric needs to heal up for one turn. Alright, buddy, how are you? You're encamped. If we double move you, can you get back? Yes, you can. Didn't think I could do that, did you? Oh, although you do still have pretty solid numbers there. That's a lot of great swords, but my trolls can deal with them, even if they're tired.
Battle time is feeding time.
Can't build anywhere else. Alright, Wolfric needs another turn still. Actually, does he? Not really. Oh, he does, kind of. Alright. Gold Taker. Let's go Putrefying Ooze. Ritualistic Fury. Double your magic. No, Transmutation of Lead. Fueled by War. Yeah, because I actually just want you to cost me less money. That would be very helpful. Let's get you Norse Resilience. We have a huge amount of money. Wow. Little Dwarven Thane coming over to maybe help out their pals. Okay, so it looks like those armies are coming. They just went a horrible way around because they don't know how to deal with the ocean. The AI just got horribly confused. So it looks like they're coming for us, but just in a really weird way. Where'd those guys go, do we reckon?
That was my idea.
I'm just not sure if we take Barak Var. It's a lot of Iron Breakers. Let's just go raise this.
Taste my promise.
2,000 is better than nothing, I guess. We'll sack it, and then we'll take it, then we'll raise it next turn. Wolfric's good. So yeah, we haven't had that quest trigger, so I'm guessing it has to be a Wood Elf one. But you guys are all a bit hurt, so let's just have you camping out on the edge of the wood here.
You have my favor.
Until you guys recover a little bit. Wolfric can continue south.
My challenge, undeniable. To the four corners.
It's going to take Lucini. Oh, hello. Who's this? Durfu.
The eternal.
That would be quite the challenge for Wolfric. Is that within a move, do you think? Oh, that's tricky. I don't know. Let's get this one. For land units, what other kind of units do you have? everyone's taken care of there. Let's end the turn then. I have Balefiend, sure. Let's see what these guys do now. Hope he didn't kill anybody there.
The chieftains want pillaging.
Midland still managed to make... Like, if Empire and Midland would just get together, they'd actually do alright. Okay, so the Serpent's just moving past Kislev now. Oh, that did trigger. It didn't even have to be a Wood Elf colony. I think that's broken, this quest. Raid the following region, the Oak of Ages. God damn it. Alright. Alright, let's get rid of this Dwarven city once and for all. Alright, got rid of that. Let's go back to the guys on the border.
The tribe consents.
We just need to make sure not to use too much of their movement. They will be attacked by both of these probably, but I think we can probably take that fight.
The crow directs me. You have my favor.
And you encamp.
Just spoil and ravage. Done. This way.
And you encamp too.
Understood.
There we go. You boys on a nice vacation in the middle of the Wood Elf territory, where they have one stack, almost two stacks, that they're almost going to charge for sure, definitely at us. Let's research the beast one, the last one.
To the four corners.
Whoa, that made a huge difference to us, that army one. We're only losing 3,000 a turn now. That's enormous. We can build to our heart's content now. Anything we want.
My next quarry. Sea fangs ready.
I am a bit worried about Durfu, but let's just deal with Tilia.
A fight.
He just built mortars by themselves, you loonies. Alright, we could sack it, or we could just occupy it. At this point, we'll just keep the money. I mean, keep the settlement at the level which it is.
To the four corners.
Okay, can't move. You'll be back at full health next turn. You're not doing much, buddy, but we can actually, with the money we've saved, we could go a bit spend happy with you. We still don't have a Norscan giant anywhere. It might be nice to have one. I mean, this is going to cost me like 20,000, but at this point it almost doesn't matter. So let's go for a Norscan giant. You can grab each of the kinds of mammoth. One of them. Two of those. Two of these. One of those. One of those. One of those. One of those. Just because we like it. Get a chariot. 3 of those. And I guess 2 spears. No javelins in this one. There we go. There's an army. You know what? Let's grab 1 unit of javelins just for the fun of it. There we go. Alright. That was a lot of money we just spent. But screw it. We can afford it. Let's try and set a war. Let's set some war targets here, because I think the greenskins aren't pulling their weight in this war. Oh, hello. Hey, Orion. Yeah, here we go. Okay. That is a lot of war dancers. I mean, a lot. Should we just do this fight for the entertainment value alone? I mean, I'm not sure if we win it. I mean, that's 1, 2... Ugh. I mean, they don't overpower us with missiles, but they have enough missiles that it's a problem. I mean, we have a lot of wolves. How many wild rat? 1. I mean... The problem is all these dancers. Now, they will get tired. As long as we can reinforce our guys in the main line, it would be nice to have a couple more berserkers here. But I think we could actually be okay. They do have anti-large everywhere, on everything they have almost. Except for the cav. So maybe we just want to send our trolls in against their cavalry. Reinforce the front line. Send all the dogs, all the skin wolves around the edges. +5 bonus versus large. That's a terrible one for you to have. Wish we'd put that on somebody else. Or giving it to this army over here. Alright, let's just give it to our best unit there. Alright, I think this will be fun. I don't think we'll win it, but what the hell. We'll smash a whole bunch of the Wood Elves' army. Have a quick look at the terrain. Oh, this is a nightmare. They'll be fighting in the woods the whole time. This is terrible for us. Except I suppose we can hide in the forests and then just take them in pockets. The trolls can't really hide though, can they? They don't have anything that spits fire, though, at us. That's good. Let's just do this, I guess. Okay, guys, so here we go against the Wood Elves. Just got it paused to start this battle because we have a reinforcing Wood Elf army coming from this side, and we're just wanting to deal with them straight from their entry rather than let their archers go to town shooting at us and the like. So let's get things going. Got a forest dragon up there already trying to charge, but got blocked by a tree, it looks like. Then here comes the forest dragon along with the eagle already in there. We've got our trolls, our Norscan trolls in there versus the forest dragon. It's the best kind of matchup we could really have hoped for. Wolves in here versus the Way Watchers and the Treemen. So we're happy with that. Spell coming down. Now, as for the rest, if you pay attention to the minimap, a huge army of Wood Elves coming in our direction, and our larger army coming in from behind as well. So we're trying to give chase. But we got the trolls in. Trolls did very well. Trolls and skin wolves against the cav did pretty well. And they're going to try and overwhelm, come from this flank, just like take these units on one at a time. as that wave of bloody wood elves comes towards us. We're just trying to finish off this army before it gets here. Now just charging through some of their spears, going over here to help one of the skin wolves versus the tree men, just they're anti-large, hopefully being able to bring him down eventually. More of the skin wolves here against the forest dragon, try and get it down. I think we've killed the eagle already. Or it ran away. Looks like it's dead. Against the hero, it's a bit of a waste here, but we don't want too much of our large going in against these spears and against these rangers. The treeman is doing damage to our skin walls, but we should be okay there. Forest dragon desperately trying to bring it down. These spears are almost done with our marauders. Our marauder champions even? Oh no, just marauders. Just being decimated. The hero's off. Those spears are off. Charging marauders straight into these rangers to help out. The dragon is almost dead, just in time. Now what they've done here is they've left a lot of their spears and like secondary army coming in to face off against us. So we're just trying to form up here. Now on this side, it's a lot of archers. We're going to face a lot of pressure here. But we have decimated that first army. All that's left is this treeman. We do have our big boys going in against him. Magic coming down. As we're just trying to form up, and now we're just trying to take these wood elves in hand-to-hand combat as quickly as possible. We're marching this army up to deal with this smaller army over here. But this is still the big threat. This is where most of the damage is probably going to get done. This is very dangerous territory for us. And so at this point, I'm not really 100% confident. I'm just kind of charging stuff in, just so it's in combat with something else. So we're trying to get around, deal with this cavalry that was coming around the flank. Hopefully our marauders can just hold the line against all of this oncoming stuff while we deal with some of their bigger threats. And then we've got some wolves coming over here to try and deal with these archers. And another unit going over there to help them out with those archers. While everything else of ours charges in on this side. Got the wolves trying to get around the flank, take out any cavalry. We've got our marauder champion. I think these are just our marauders with, yeah, just the Icehorn marauders. Leading the charges, trying to absorb some of that missile fire, which they did. And here come our berserkers in on these war dancers. Now this is one of the probably the biggest like strength showdown in this battle. Just who comes out on top over here. And hopefully we can just extend this fight out long enough for all of our guys to go berserk, get their hatred, the great weapons coming in because we know this is the big fight. Meanwhile the trolls and stuff, along with our flying manticore here, are just trying to... Well, our manticore's just going to chase around these eagles for the whole battle, just try and deal with them. It's still not looking great for us, I'll be honest. We've got our own javelins going in there, just trying to do some damage against the war dancers. On the flanks, we're actually doing pretty well, with our wolves getting around, engaged with this unit of spears here, a chariot. On this side, it's not going so well. This army has just been decimated by that large group that came in. But they did do a lot of damage. I mean, if you look at what that army actually has left, and it's not a lot. It's mainly missiles and stuff. But most of their hand-to-hand stuff kind of went down fighting our hand-to-hand stuff. But we really don't have very much of anything left. So we go back to the main fight that's happening. On the edges, we have wolves chasing down wild riders chasing down wolves. It's all tit for tat around the fringes. But here's the bulk. Some bloody magic's going off on these. What are they getting? Shield of Thorns, not great. Now, trolls aren't going to do well in this fight. That's why they're just standing there shouting. Our javelin have started to focus on these guys in behind, the spears. I think that's a hero, actually. Hold on. Yeah, it's Orion himself. So we got unit trolls in, trying to deal with Orion. Here comes a fresh bloody eagle. We've got our unit marauders who are freed up on the flank, just to come in against these war dancers around the edge. And we have trolls versus wild riders, all sorts going on around these fringes. We still have wolves just trying to chase down as many archers as they can, going in against Way Watchers here. But this whole army is finished dealing with our army on that side and is coming after us now. A bit of a risk, bit of a threat. But we are winning against these bloody war dancers. They've got our javelins trying to do damage against these wild riders. Along with our spears, just trying to do what they can to protect the fringe of this bulk of our forces here. Now we moved the trolls out because they're not going to be much of a help in this fight, but they will be a help against stuff like the cavalry, stuff like that. But I think, as we feared, what's going to happen here is might be shot to death. But we still got skin wolves chasing stuff. They just can't get close to anything before they get shot. That eagle's running away, coward that it is. And we are winning this fight against the dancers. The war dancers. Now, I think Orion survived. That Orion over there running away? No, that's the war dancers. Not sure where Orion's gone. We lost track of him a little bit. We do have our Manticore in here against these Sisters of the Fawn, along with our dogs, which actually might be okay. Now that we've managed to pin down a unit of these Sisters of the Fawn. Finishing off with a unit of Wild Riders here. And now we just have our troops just trying to catch up with all that's really left of that army we were fighting is missiles. They do have their infantry coming over here, but we don't have a lot left with which to chase down all of these missiles. We've got some trolls. I think, is this Orion? Yeah, that's their general, who's running away now. Sending in their eagles into close combat, which actually I'm okay with against trolls and skin wolves. That's absolutely fine. We've got our chariot doing its best to try and chase stuff down, just like trying to chase it away, but with so many of the Wood Elf units being able to run, to move and fire, it's not that great a thing. So we've got our dogs trying to pin down this unit of, is it Wild Rider? No, Glade Riders. Doing okay, slowing them down, not a lot of health left on our wolves here, and they eventually break, and the Manticore manages to make contact in there. So one could argue the wolves did their job. Got marauders. Very highly regarded marauder champions going in against some more returning war dancers. Or is this a fresher unit of war dancers that have come back? Still taking fire from Sisters of the Fallen, taking fire from everything. I think this is a unit of our marauder great weapons just trying to take down one of the Sisters of the Fallen units, who again will just run away and kite us. And just run away and shoot because they can. And why wouldn't you? And when you finally manage to pin stuff down, we're trying to kill it. But as you can see, guys, it's not looking in my favor with all the stuff they have left. And indeed, if we pull up the power bar, it's not looking great for us. We only have 396 left. 390. They have 700 or so. It's 2-1 at the moment. And they're still just firing at us, and we just have nothing left. We ran out of stuff that could catch them effectively. The chariot's just going around effectively just trying to distract. We know we can't catch these units. But if we can keep them away from our main body of troops, maybe we can kill some more stuff, turn the tide of battle. And that little blob did okay. Got our berserkers trying to get involved in this little blob fight happening over here. But it's taking fire all the time from something or another. It's the eagles in this case. Now the javelin are out of ammo. That's why we can't fire at these eagles. They'd decimate those eagles if they had any ammunition. Trolls trying to finish off these Sisters of the Thorn. Now it looks like our guys aren't going to get there in time. With Shield of Thorn going off, just finishing off those 2 units. Berserkers coming in. Marauders, great weapons. Marauder Champions, great weapons even. Now they still just have so much stuff that can just shoot us. Now we do still have a couple little clumps. We're just trying to get all of our forces together. I mean, the Berserkers here haven't been, well, they might have been falling to War Dancers, but and Rangers, but also missiles just coming in from the rear are not going to be helping us out at all. The Manticore running away. This Treeman General coming over, I think, probably scared everybody off. And that, for the most part, is kind of it. We've got our Javs here getting into combat with Rangers. That's not going to be great. Marauders still just taking archery fire from every which angle. But it looks like, unfortunately, guys, the day will not be ours. We still have a couple of straggling units around. Some trolls coming in, hoping to do some good work, but not. Just so much anti-large. These trolls won't be able to hold up very long. And for the most part, I think that's everything broken from us. And that is the end of the battle, I think, there, guys. So, let's go to the battle results screen, shall we? That did not go well. We got absolutely annihilated. The fact that I'm trying to decide whether it was the best strategy to attack that army on the far hand side and then have our reinforcements come in, because it did kind of split all our forces, and they kept getting a fresh batch of guys coming in to reinforce as we got rid of units. So it might have been better just to hold off and to attack as one unit and take it from there. But I don't know. You live and learn. We were overmatched, and I just think those heroes were a problem. That tree man was a problem, but we were hugely outnumbered as well, though, by at least 500, 600, something like that. I mean, we had 1900, they had 2000, 200, 600, maybe even 700, which is a lot more than we had. And they didn't have, those were not bad troops. Their Wild Riders were a bit rubbish, but apart from that, like, it's all War Dancers and Wildwood Rangers. About 2 units of Eternal Guard. I mean, we made them pay for it heavily, but still. 115 on one of those Skin Wolves, that's pretty good. I think our other general did pretty well as well. We'll have a look when we get to the results. Oh, sorry, I actually forgot we meant to have a look at what the results were there. We can't retreat. How are we even Stevens now, almost? And what are we facing off against? It's that tree man. That tree man's going to kill us all, effectively. I mean, you don't have charge defense, do you? No, you have anti-large, though. I don't know whether this is worth it. 2 War Dancer with Spears, 2 Wildwood Rangers, normal War Dancer, another unit Wildwood Rangers, Way Watchers. I mean, we're fighting for our lives here. So let's see if we can't get some parts of this army to actually live, shall we? Our biggest problem are going to be these flying hawks. We literally have nothing that can kill them. We still have some dogs, not many, to chase down these glade riders. We're going to have to get all our skin wolves together as just one unit. That's the only way we're going to be able to do this. We can't retreat. How are we even Stevens now, almost? And what are we facing off against? It's that tree man. That tree man's going to kill us all, effectively. I mean, you don't have charge defense, do you? No, you have anti-large, though. I don't know whether this is worth it. 2 War Dancer with Spears, 2 Wildwood Rangers, normal War Dancer, another unit Wildwood Rangers, Way Watchers. I mean, we're fighting for our lives here. So let's see if we can't get some parts of this army to actually live, shall we? Alright, ladies and gentlemen, last ditch battle for survival with all of our units. Now we're just trying to pull everyone together here. All of our armies, trying to hide a little bit behind this thing. See if we can't get any form of survival out of this combat. But let's speed things up while everyone's just moving into position. So the idea, I think, is to have a front line of trolls here. And they're already taking fire from our chariot. But our chariot's the only thing that we can really distract them with. Just dive that in. That was a bit premature. And chariot versus all this anti-large is going to be more quickly finished off than perhaps we might have expected. That treeman already causing trouble for us. Trolls charging into anti-large, not ideal, but there's literally nothing else we can really do. All of our marauders are really decimated, trying to get the dogs in behind to deal with some of these archer units. This treeman is the biggest threat on the battlefield, but even without him, we've got our skin wolves in here versus their cab. We'll probably win this one at least. But the trolls, that's too much anti-large for the trolls, too much archery fire. And by the time the wolves even start chasing down the missiles, the chariot hasn't come back yet. Manticore chasing away those eagles. Our wizard trying to help out as much as he can, really, but it's not doing a lot. We've got our wolves chasing down things, but they're so low on health. Now we've got all of our anti-large in against this treeman. Which maybe without all the bloody... Is it Orion's bow, that spell, if I remember correctly? All the bloody heroes firing in their magic. Our chieftain has rallied. Oh, but they are sending in their cavalry versus our... Oh no, cavalry's going back in there versus the anti-large. That's okay, I guess. But it's their wild ride, it's their rangers and their eternal guard with the anti-large that will eventually chase us away. We did some pretty good damage versus that treeman, if I'm honest. Now, our trolls had come back. And our wolves had caught some archers, but really the rest of the wolves all just got shot. All kited away. And we just didn't have enough. The anti-large got in there. Maybe they left us alone with this treeman. We had some more marauders to fight them with. That'd have been great. Maybe shouldn't have committed 2 units of wolves to chase out this 1 unit of wild ride, 1 unit of Sisters of the Fawn. The Manticore, for that little life, to occupy those eagles, is probably the Hawk Riders, is probably the best we could have hoped for. But alas, today was not our day. That did not go very well at all. We had almost been better off auto-resolving that, but they just had too much anti-large. Like, we couldn't... There was no way... We didn't have any other troops to engage the anti-large stuff. So it wouldn't have helped if we moved our trolls elsewhere. All we had were the wolves, and they wouldn't have held up long against war dancers anyway. So, no, we were kind of boned on that one. Two armies down, alas. Just don't venture into Athel Lauren, I think has to be the lesson there. But everyone else is pretty good. I mean, what was our other... What did we have to do here? Oh, raid the Oak of Ages. That was right. That's why we were in there in the first place. Ugh, how we can do that? Wulfric's not too far. Now the question is, do we let Wulfric go and do it by himself? An AI-controlled Wood Elf army with everyone firing and running away and firing and running away could be an awful pain in the ass. Okay, so they retook Bilbali. We're not delighted about that, are we? Oh, interesting. Oh, no, no. That's not what I was thinking of. Okay. Alright, alright. We're actually making money. That's so weird. That was a lot of our army you took. I'm not very happy about that at all. He's recruiting. It's going to be a while before he picks anything up, though.
Absolutely not.
Okay, so we got to send Wulfric up north.
Who's next?
I don't want to have to leave Durfu back here. How about some peace? Nope. Brilliant. Alright, Frog, you're fine, really. Move you there just so you can heal. We're going to take Akendorf again. Then we might move on Barak Var. What we need is another army, however. Now, where to build that army is the question. Where it all started, Ice Drake Fjord. Sounds like a good plan to me. We still have a lot of money. Disfiguring Scar. Why not? Three of them. Berserkers. Giant. Mammoth, one of each. Horses. Chariot just for fun. 2 javelin. 2 spear. Two reavers. Not reavers. Champions with great weapons. I think that's pretty good. What am I missing? What usually makes up the rest of the army here? Oh, dogs and wolves. Yeah. Alright. Is it here that we have monsters? No, we do have skin wolves that we can recruit over here, though. Oh, no, we don't. That's Ruinous Stables. That's just with the new art mod. Alright. So where do we have monsters? Ailing. Is that actually the closest part? That's a bit of an annoyance. Okay, we'll just recruit another lord here. And he will recruit us the monsters we need. One of those, 2 of those. Flyers have limited uses, really, so we'll just stick with that. Who is this guy who's wounded? Who is he with? Was he yours, Frog? Oh, they got rid of our guy. Sneaky gits. Who did that? I must have been that Border Prince's agent. Alright, let's end the turn. Actually, guys, you know what? While this is spinning, let's actually, once this is done, end the episode as well. It was quite a long one, I think. We had a lot of battles in there. Order princes, come on, hurry up. Why's that gone back to normal? That was on fast. Keep trying to assassinate our guys. Anyway, guys, we're going to end it there. Huge thank you to my patrons. Huli, Reese, Colin, Mateus, Samuel, Matthews, David, Peter, Sign of the Emperor, Niblets, Caliph, Nigel, Hankster, Zelha, and James. Thank you guys for supporting me. Thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.